Hi, suspects. So I was on the bus to Boston and these girls in front of me were saving the seats next to them for their friends. Thus, the people who actually showed up on time for the bus were shooed away by these annoying girls.
Just this past month, wants to move into the city and the three of us can get it.
At the last minute, their friends actually showed up. Oh joy. They spent the 4-hour bus ride talking about their boyfriends. Yeah, the most riveting thing they could think to talk about was their boyfriends. One girl talked about how after a couple years of dating her boyfriend, she found out he was a drug dealer. Don't you hate when that happens? And her friend asked, "Well, what are his redeeming qualities?" To which she responded, "He's a really good boyfriend. He wants to spend time with me." Wait a minute. Are you saying there's somebody that actually wants to be around you? Clearly, you must be dating a unicorn because that cannot exist. Regardless, when we get to Boston, my spirits are instantly lifted when I see this. Something called figment was happening, and half the time I kept calling it figwit, like the Lord of the Rings character played by Brett McKenzie. So I went up to somebody and asked what figment was, and this is what the guy had to say.
Hi. So what is figment?
It's an art festival. It's meant for people to interact with and have fun with. It's happening all through the Greenway, up through South Station and past.
Oh, well that explains a lot. But I was actually not in Boston for the best arts festival put on by hipsters with $23 bed sheets, coat hangers, and temper paint. I was in Boston to go see a Mim Tinchin concert, and half the time Marlon and I kept calling him Mim Tinchin. So we were waiting outside the concert, and this one woman said she almost drove to Jersey to see him perform. And we asked, where was he playing in New Jersey? To which she replied, some festival with terrible, terrible bands like ICP. Oh, you mean Bamboozle. At the concert, people were talking about how they discovered Mim Tinchin. And they said things like, I found out about him through a friend. Or, I read about him on this blog. I know about him because he was on several episodes of Never Mind the Buzzcocks. In the land of losers, I am the loser queen. The thing is, the concert was sold out. So that means I'm not the only person who knows who Mim Tinchin is. Think I'm gonna need a cough drop to get the taste of bandwagon out of my mouth. Side note, these cough drop wrappers have inspirational things printed on them, and I find it kinda condescending. Like, they'll say things like, nothing you can't handle. I want a throat lozenge, not motivation. Back to the concert. I had a lot of fun, and it was good to go to Boston for the day. And then I realized that I traveled many hours to see a popular Australian man who wore skinny jeans, and had a really good time. What is happening to me?